The ancient Greeks coined the word daemon to refer to the genius of an individual, it says. I never knew this. It refers to the genius of an individual. It's believed that each of us has a demon or daemon. It's spelled Daemon. I don't know. And it is it is this helpful or benevolent spirit that helps us to nourish this genius. And then it says, if you could pinpoint yours, what would it be? But it's making me think, because like what nurtures me is my connection to source. But that's not something that was taught to me growing up in Christianity, because even though I wasn't Catholic, and I always thought Catholics had it way worse because you guys have to go to confession and do these like rituals, I still was always chasing the approval of like the male leadership or like pastors or Father God, right? So it's still like Christianity is all about trying to jump through hoops to connect to source. And that's why, as Christians, or I don't know if it's why, but like as Christians, we colonized the world and like specifically targeted indigenous spiritual practices, which are all about like your own power and equal access to source, right? From my limited understanding, my very newly decolonizing mind. Yeah, it's just interesting because it all does tie together. And that's why I say 12 step is helpful, but the 12 steps they come from the Oxford group, which is Christian theology. So when you see the focus on powerlessness in NA to overcome addictions, it's you're coming from a place of lack, which is that same model. It's not about empowerment. It's not about your strength and power to overcome and change your life. And often you will see in these groups that same hierarchy where through social exclusion and through unequal access to emotional resources, certain people are poured into and others are not. So that, I don't know if you guys, I wish you could see what I see in my mind, because it's like I'm grasping for words trying to like paint these concepts. I don't know, but NA is great if it helps you, but you do have power. And the thing is, I try to share about this at a meeting because I have like dipping my toes in, but last time I went, it didn't go well because I was talking about being empowerment versus powerlessness. And then obviously this older white male shared afterwards, and it's like, that sounds like, I don't need nothing to do with power. Well, buddy, you have all the power in the room. That's why when you flinch,